I'm Evan Netsch. I'm here to talk a little bit about wing boards. This is the Cabrini Macro in two different sizes, but really I want to focus on foot straps versus no foot straps and the option you have there and what may or may not make sense for you and some challenges that come with and without foot straps. First off, this is Cabrini Macro, two different sizes. There is a middle size, a 5.0. This is the 4.8, the personal size that I ride, which is basically as small as a board as I can possibly ride that doesn't sink for me, because once I'm up on foil with the wing, less board is good, but this one is on the smaller side and it's fairly challenging to ride. 5.4, I'd say this is a very common size. This is what most people use. You can stand on it basically like a SUP, start on your knees very easily, get to your feet standing. And 5.4 is still a really small board. I ride a 5.7 surfboard and that feels small. So 5.4 is still a nice small length, but it packs a ton of volume for a nice, easy to use board. But in terms of foot straps, a lot of people look at foot straps, especially related to foiling, and think, it makes it easier, right? You've got more control. Where I think with winging, that's not necessarily true. So I would take a fresh look at this, and in terms of deciding whether or not you want straps or not. I would say the biggest challenge with straps is getting those foot straps in the exact right position with your foil. Every foil is going to have a little bit of different positioning on the board. That's why there's so many different strap options for where you want them placed. And then obviously on your board, you have your track, so you can adjust your foil position there as well. So dialing in that position to get those straps perfect is pretty challenging. And that position is going to change based on the foil you have, the position the foil's at in the board, and maybe even yourself as your rider and your weight a little bit and the speed you're going. So for myself, it took me some time to get this foot strap dialed in specifically on this board. And as you can see, I've got a little mark here where I like the back of my mast for a specific wing. And that position is actually going to change wing to wing. So I would say for most riders, especially if you're not looking to do airs, it can be a lot easier without foot straps. You can have your feet, you can make little micro adjustments on your feet, get that balance point just perfect. So you feel like you're not really bearing down with all your weight on your front foot, or you're really back foot heavy and one leg's burning. You can get yourself nice and balanced out, make those micro adjustments. And I think for that reason, without straps, it's actually quite a lot easier. And then also when you're jibing and trying to switch your feet, straps can be tricky to maneuver yourself around. And then of course, when you're on your knees, having a nice clean open deck is a lot easier. So I'd say my biggest piece of advice to anybody getting into winging and thinking about the straps versus no straps thing is, consider winging is very different than kiting. You're starting on top of your board like an SUP, standing very vertical. You're not sideways in the water column where you need those straps to keep the board with you as you're getting slowly pulled downwind with the kite. So I would certainly advise most people probably try without straps, even if you don't come from a strapless background, if you haven't spent a whole lot of time riding a surfboard, or maybe you don't even have any experience in the wind sports arena. Pretty much all wing boards come with foot strap inserts, but I would say that's one of those things that most people probably use, in the future when they're progressing their riding, and maybe even trying small airs and doing other stuff. But of course, the option is there for you. If you are comfortable, you want to give them a go, certainly feel free. You can set your foot straps up with two straps in the front, so you can ride with a directional stance, either left foot or right foot forward. A single strap down the center line. And all the options are there for you. But I would certainly talk to your local shop, talk to local riders, and figure out what makes the most sense for you. But the options there, straps or no straps, go try both out for yourself, make a decision for what you like the best, and look at the Cabrini wing boards. I would say the Macro, this board right here, is probably one of the best in the market in terms of just having that nice sizing, nice outline, good clean release from the water, and it's got all the features you want in a wing board. Handle placed on the bottom to make it really nice and easy to carry while carrying your wing. You've got your leash insert, you've got your strap inserts, and it basically has all the features anybody could want in a wing board. So for more information here on the board, check out CabriniKites.com, Matt Kiteboarding. And if you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, more videos like this, everything kiteboarding and wing related. Thanks so much.